Greetings everyone, my name is Sean and I'm going to show you how to change a tire on a 2005 Toyota Corolla. Alright, so on the way back home from work I heard a little something in my front left tire happen, so when I got back to my house I decided to take a look at it, and I'm glad I did. As you can see, either the tire wore some reason on this side more than the others, because all the other tires seem to be just fine. But if I continue to drive on that, you can see that might, well, potentially end my life on an interstate. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already taken out the spare tire and the tools to replace it, and those are found just here in the back. If you lift the flap, you can see where I took out the spare tire, and I'll show how those pieces go back afterwards. Alright, so let's take this spare tire over to the location. Move the tools over here as well. I'm going to go ahead and remove the ligaments.
Tire popped on you?
Huh?
Need help?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
Good and rusted. As you can see, I'm lifting the crank up just a little bit before I get it under the car. I loosened a few lug nuts. I want to get this under there to hold right. Alright, so I'm using this tool right here to slip through that circle, and this, as I raise it clockwise, spinning it clockwise will raise it up for me. I want to get these two openings right under the metal. I don't want to try lifting it against plastic. I need to lift it against metal. give you a closer look now that I got it in place. Alright, so you see how the middle opening I put right there to hold the metal brace in place, and it'll lift up. I'm going to turn it clockwise to rise it. Now I don't want to lift it all the way up because I need the tire touching the ground in order to get these lug nuts off. Alright, so I've got 5 of them there. I've loosened up one already. And I'm going to go ahead and do the others. So if you've had your car serviced, they use a torquer that's mechanized, and we're doing this by hand, so a lot of times they do it a little tight. So you got to use your weight. Hopefully you weigh a bit like I do to help you remove the lug nuts here. You just want to loosen them up. We don't want to take them all the way off, not until we raise that up a little bit higher. That way you can pull the wheel through, put the new one on. Alright, so I got 2 of them pretty loose. We'll do the others. So using that weight. It starts scraping against the ground, you can move it over a little bit to the other sides. It's got a hexagon shape, so that'll allow for different positioning. Alright. Alright, one more. I am by no means a handy person. I almost considered driving this over to the tire place. As you see, I'm going lefty-loosey. It's counterclockwise. This nut's a little tighter than the rest there. I'm going to go ahead and raise it up a little bit more. This last one's going to give me the most trouble, huh? Almost feels like it's getting tighter because it was a bit looser earlier. Okay. All right. So what happened here is I actually had that lug nut shear off. They must have made it so tight. It's hot too because I was torquing on it. that it's actually come clear off. Alright, so what this means is of the 5, I've got 4 functional. So when I remove those 4, it'll slip right off. It's not like this is a stopping point. So I'll go ahead and remove those 4, slide off the tire, put on the replacement, and then attach the remaining 4 lug nuts. As you see, I cannot attach the 5th. That'll be something I mention to the tire guys when I'm there. And it might be a little bit of an extra cost. We'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up. I'm removing the lug nuts. At this point, they're really loose. So I'm going to raise this up even more. And again, this is clockwise. Alright. I have the car in park. It is on a hill. So let me go get the keys. I'm going to put the emergency brake on. It started to slide on me. Because it started to slide on me, I'm going to have to lower it back down. So instead of clockwise, I'll be going counterclockwise. I have to be careful because I don't want this to drop on me. Not that I'm under it, just I need to get that tire to touch down. Alright. So what did we learn and what did I learn? Make sure the emergency brake is on, the handbrake. So I got the handbrake, for good measure. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So the car's in park. It shouldn't have moved except on an incline. So I want to go ahead and apply the emergency brake here. And most cars have them in the bottom left, but that's not here. This is the handbrake. So at this point we should not have the same problem. As you can see, it tilted on me as the car started to roll backwards. Alright. Reapply. And now I'm raising it up and going clockwise again. Alright. Now to show you, it's pushed against, it's lifted up. I don't like how it's tilted just a little bit, but we are off the ground here. At this point, I'm going to remove the remaining lug nuts and remove the tire. Alright. Lefty loosey. That's one. That's two. Don't let them get away. one fell on the inside. I'll get it out in a moment. That's 3. Okay, 4 plus the one that broke off makes the 5 lug nuts. Trying to get that other one out here. All right, so I'm just going to roll this tire over here. I got 4 good lug nuts and the one busted one. Let me show you what I got now. Gotta watch out, I got cut a little bit. I'm gonna go clean my hands since I'm dealing with rust here. Do have my tetanus shots. You got gloves, you use gloves, but I don't have any gloves at the moment. All right, my hands are clean. If you're wondering which side out, you want to have the air nozzles, your indicator, you want that on the outside. Got it in place. I've got the 4 lug nuts. I'm just going to put them on mostly by hand until it gets tight there. This saves me some cranking. You have to pull over on the side of the road to change the tire. If you have any choice at all, try to get yourself onto the cement. You can do it on soft ground, but it's always better to have a firm piece of land underneath where you're trying to prop up the car. And I hope you don't mind my layman's terms. I am a computer nerd. I am not a handyman. I'll tighten these up as much as I can without spinning. Just to show you that almost anybody can do this. I have very little muscle mass. Alright, so now I'll be tightening these 4 remaining lug nuts. Go ahead and counterclockwise lower the car back. I'm going to push on this, make sure it's as good as it can get. Good. Counterclockwise, lower the car back down. And I want that tire to touch the ground so that I can apply some weight against the nuts to get them tight Car is now down. I'll leave this here for now. So tighten it up. You do not want to be on a spare tire for any extended period of time. And as you can see here, I've even gotten an added challenge. This is a 2005 Toyota Corolla. This is the original spare, and as you can see, there's a lot of weight there on that one tire. So I'm going to want to bring this straight over and get a new tire for it. Making sure this is tight, because you do not want these coming loose while you're driving. Righty-tighty when you're getting the nuts back on. Alright. I guess the question comes down to, would you rather drive a tire that's nearly flat and potentially destroy your spare tire with there's no chance of this really popping. It's more just grinding on those spare tire rims, or a chance of this popping. And I don't want that popping and blowing out while I'm going. Alright, well, I hope this has been helpful to you guys. Sean, Thomas, and I'll catch you next time.